Hello there, Trooper. My name's CC1508 in Colbalt, and today I'm showing you around the new spawn room, and this is phase 1, I believe, of our colour room and spawn room update. So let's get right into it. So to start off, as you can see, there's the same wall that we normally use, where we have the teleports to the maps. We're playing on the Kashyyyk game at the moment, to show you around spawn, and I will list at the end of the video which games have the new spawn update. As you can also see in spawn, we've got a few different shelves. These shelves have different items on, like TIE Fighters. There's a cadet helmet, there's even Revan's helmet, there's a mini Venator, there's an X-Wing on that shelf. As you can see, the spawn is set a little bit like a cantina, a little bit like a Republic cantina at the time, because this is more of a Clone Wars set game. As you can also see behind this sort of bar area, you can also see a few more different shelves, and if we jump up there, you can kind of see what's on them, including a copy of the Clone Wars Adventures game. Little Easter egg in there. In addition, we have a lower area over there, but it doesn't have anything in. Now you might be thinking, where are the actual morphs? Nice little mini kit, by the way. Now if we click other species, that teleports us to the extra species room. As you can see, we have the extra species morphs, Wookiees, Doran, heads, and just different species in there, different versions of Togruitans, and a few different outfits for you, like Jedi outfits, a Han Solo style outfit, Gorilla outfit, and also Cad Bane's outfit. There's also Leia's Hoth appearance. But you're probably wondering, where are the clone morphs, where are the droid morphs? As you can see over that, these benches, we have two different logos. These will each teleport you to the set kind of faction, we'll say, the set factions morphs. So we'll start with Separatists because it's just quicker, there's less of them. It's not because I'm a Separatist fan, Republic all the way. But here we go, let's start with the Separatist morphs. As you can see, we have a variety of different droids, all your different droid B1 battle droid types. We also have different B2s, B3s, grapple droids, a few different specialist type of droids, a few different name droids, awkward droids, and then we have some other types like tactical droids. Over here we have gonk droids, gotta love the gonks, mouse droids, and again a medical droid, blink droids, different droids, and over here we have the final part of the smaller droids, droidicas, sniper droids, and a spider droid, or dwarf spider droid, buzz droid, mosquito droid. As we walk through over this way, you can see there's more droids. We just passed chameleon droid, there's a spider droid from Attack of the Clones, a crab droid, assassin droid, there's a mantis droid back there, a crab spider droid. We have one of these droids from the Clone Wars film. I believe it's an LR8 droid or an LR5. I might be wrong, I do apologise if I am. A Tri-Droid, and you might be thinking, what the heck is the thing next to Tri-Droid? Well, that is a dwarf spider droid, but from Republic Commando. Yeah, we have 3 different types, and I have to admit, those Republic Commando spider droids, oh man, a lot of pain trying to beat those. Anyway, in this final room of the Separatist spawn area, we have some large droid morphs, like the homing spider droid. We've got vulture droid. We've got a giant crab droid, if you're one of those people who wants to play as a giant crab droid. And then we also have a large tri-droid, which is more accurate to what we see in some episodes in the show. In addition, something to note with the vulture droid is it is a morph, it's not a ship. However, it does have a flying feature or function. If you go into your inventory, you'll see that there's a button that says fly, and it just turns like that. Anyway, let's reset, and then we're going to show you around the Republic side of morphs. And trust me, there's a lot of them. So let's click the Republic logo. Now when you turn in, as you can see, we've got one button that takes you to uniform, another takes you to attachments, and then along the other side of the wall, there are a ton of different helmet classes. So because phase 1 is pretty much close to me, we'll start with that and work our way down. As you can see when you spawn in, there are a lot of different colours. This is, after all, the colour update. And the phase 1 has all the different phase 1 helmets, airborne, special, like comms helmet. It's also a special forces helmet. The phase 1 pilot, that's in this area rather than the pilot area. We're putting it in here because it's a phase 1 version of the pilot helmet. Phase 1 bark, and a bunch of other phase 1 designs. And as always, as you can see, there are a lot of different colours. It's a big step up from originally when we had a much smaller colour palette, and now there's a lot more colours. As you can see when we click the attachment side of things, this takes us to the phase 1 attachments. This area is known as the phase 1 attachments, and you won't find any other way to teleport into it unless you go through the Phase 1 route, so to speak. There are also a lot of markings in this area. These aren't the only markings in the attachments. There's a lot of different attachment places, which obviously can get you a little bit confused. When we click that attachment button, this takes you to pretty much what we like to call the main attachments area. This has cameras, this also has pauldrons, the jetpacks, different med packs, different all sorts. There's so many different things here, different bags, different weapons to have on your back, vibroblade, different arc kind of chestplate areas. One even has a mythosaur skull, as you can see, different pouches, holsters, all sorts of different things you find in this attachments area, even wrist knives for your commandos, or if you have a trooper that wants to use one of them, or some things for comms, or just other different wrist attachments. Finally, if we click on this attachments area, as you can see, this looks very similar to Phase 1, but these are more your Phase 2 helmet attachments, or just your standard ones that any different helmet can use. It's unlikely you're going to have a pilot using that, but you never know. And again, if you click that attachments button, it takes you back to that main area. If we run back to here, we click on that logo, and now we're going to show the airborne helmets. There's going to be a lot of running in this. As you can see, we have all the different airborne helmet types. We have 3 different types of airborne, not including the Phase 1 airborne helmet, which is in the Phase 1 area. And if you click the attachments, it takes you through to that, what I like to call the Phase 2 attachments area, and then takes you back to the other attachments. We then click over here. Let's click on Phase 2 attachments. This has, not attachments, sorry, Phase 2 helmets. This has a lot of helmets from Doom's unit, hard cases, some other custom designs. Dogma's helmet is in here. We also have Boost's helmet, I believe. It's not Sinker's, I think that's Boost's helmet without the Wolfpack logo, which you can add through attachments. Thorn's helmet is in here. 332nd helmet you can customize in here. A lot of different helmet designs of Phase 2 you can customize here. Jesse's, which is always lovely to see. And as you can see, this just has a lot of different Phase 2 helmet designs that you can use. And as I said, this is only Phase 1 of the helmet drop and just spawn drop and color update. There's gonna be some more helmets added to the game and to spawn soon. So prepare for some more different helmets. Now, when you click on the attachments to this one, it takes you to the Phase 2 markings. We call these Phase 2 markings because they mainly just work with the Phase 2 helmets. Some markings don't always work with other helmets. As you can see, there's a lot of different markings in there. And then we have all these other ones, which are more specific to some sort of characters, or if you want to use them, there's like Commander Monks, there's his markings, there's Echoes. We've also got Twin Lines, we've got Tup's Teardrop. There's a lot of different helmet markings here, Jet Trooper ones, we even have Cody's marking, as you can kind of see, and things that alter your visor, so you can see less of the visor. And then if you click on attachment again, it just takes you to that Phase 2 area for things like rangefinders, sun visors, and macro binoculars, and all that. Click on the pilot's helmets, and as you can see, the pilot helmet area is very small. There's only 2 of them, excluding the Phase 1, but you can also see there's the pilot morph, pilot suit over here, if you want to go down using one of those sort of morphs instead of using the more different armor variations we have for all different classes. Again, click on attachments, takes you to that area. If we click on the logo again, and we got miscellaneous helmets, you might think that's a weird category, but it does make sense because these ones don't always belong to different types. We have cadet helmet, we've got, I believe that's the ATRT heavy gunner, we've got scout helmet, we've got engineer, comms, special forces, whatever you want to call it, desert, Rex's helmet, I believe these are clone engineers, and then we also have Galactic Marine style helmets, or you might, if you're a Galactic Civil War fan, Empire. In addition, if you click on the left attachments button over here, this takes you to the miscellaneous attachments, and as you can see, the one with the blue dot, it just makes your helmet look more like one of the clone engineers. Again, by clicking attachments takes you to that area. Not many helmets left to go, but still a few. We have the ARF helmets, and these I absolutely love, even though I don't play as an ARF. These have some lovely helmets in here, from ones like Traumas, and then we also have some Traumas units helmets, and then we have the Shark ARF helmet. I think I clicked some colours on here somewhere to change the top colour. We have the Shark ARF helmet, as we like to call it. We have a few different ARF helmet designs. In addition, we also have the Rancor ARF helmet, and I absolutely love these helmets. The ARF ones are just lovely. I think the next helmet up are the Special Forces helmets, so let's teleport into that. As you can see, the Special Forces helmets and area is more suited for some of the morphs. Also, here's the Cadet morph, as you can see on the left side of your screen. like so. And then we have the commando helmets as well, because they are special forces. You might be thinking, why haven't you had the other special force one that Jet uses? We've just put that in Phase 2 and Miscellaneous, but also Phase 1 has the Phase 1 variant, and Miscellaneous has the other. Also in Special Forces, there's the Scuba helmet, and then there's 2 others, like the Heavy Gunner, I believe. Also in SF area, we have different commando morphs and armors, like Sevs, Bosses, Vixers, and Scorchers. I don't know why it took me so long to remember that. I do apologise. Scorchers are a lovely commando. And the final helmets we have are the Bark helmets. These are also really lovely. We have a kind of Commander Wolf variant of a Bark helmet, and then we have a few different types of Bark helmets, and these are always fun to use. And then we also have one that looks a little bit more like Wolf's helmet. Again, all of them customable with those absolutely ton of different colours for them. And if you click attachments on this, it takes you to the markings attachments, so to speak. The final thing we have to show you of the spawn is the uniforms. These can be used for pretty much any class, any helmet, go with them, as these are just uniforms for any trooper, so to speak. There's a lot of different ones, you can customise with the variety of colours, the wide colour palette of different tones. There are 13 tones of blue, if you can believe that, which is absolutely crazy. I think there's 9 different greens. There's a lot of different colours and different tones, all for you to customise your armour with. And again, at the end of the pool, you'll find attachments and it takes you to this main attachments area. So that is the spawn, and there's stitches. As you can see, the spawn area, it's got a lot of morphs. There are a lot of morphs, but whilst we're here, I'm also going to take you through the different tools. For a minigun, we're not going to go over much. Bowcaster, exclusive to Kashyyyk. We have Droid Arm, Droid Head, Vibro Blade. We have a DC-15A, which is doing some madness. Let's try it again. Nope, doesn't really want to work today. Do apologise for that. And we have the DC-15S, I believe, the DC-15X, DC-15 normal, and then a Z6 or Z6. I might be wrong about the DC-15S I said earlier. I do apologise if it was, but it's the commando gun that uses commando. In addition, there's also DC-15B in your inventory, the X users and the other officers use. We also have the rocket launcher, which fires like so. Then I think I shot myself. The DC-15M, a food tray which you can eat from, because that's just what your clone trooper needs. A flashlight, which I love. A Bacta stim, because always got to have that Bacta. A bandage. A bandage. There we go. A bandage over here to help your troopers if you're a medic. Then a combat med kit. Something happened there. Combat med kit, as you can see. You must have the data pad where you can note your things down. If you're a clone trooper, might want to note your species down. A few different drinks. Again, the drink options on here have a few different colours. We have this one, which is a shovel, where you can dig your trenches if you need to on different planets, so like grassy planets. And then finally, funnest tools to use in this game. And then let's also go through the animations while we're here. We have the dead animation, we have the lean, so like a wall lean, we have the crouch walk, sit 1, just leaning down straight, sleep, sit 2, just leaning back on sitting, injured sit, injured walk, which is kind of like a zombie walk, and then at ease. Anyway, that is the spawn. These spawn updates will be happening to all our games. We're going to be loading them each one spawn per day because they take an hour to load in. Currently, the games that have this spawn update are our new Magito game, which a video of that will come out very soon. It looks lovely. Kashyyyk, like we're on at the moment, Camino, and Geonosis. These are the current games that have this spawn update, but you can be sure that the spawn update is rolling through and being added to our games. And this is, to what I believe, only phase 1 of it. There are more helmets dropping soon. And yeah, we hope to see you next time. Enjoy the games. Enjoy customizing your armor with 13 tones of blues if you want. And as always, the Discord link to Fire 18 server is down below if you have any questions, or if there's something you might want to suggest in the game, or if you have a bug report, you can always report it in the channel in the Discord server, and the link will be down below. We'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.